Hello, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I would just like to remind you that this Christmas season, please do practice moderation in consumption of alcohol and even the food that you will consume this Christmas season. Remember to love your neighbors, love your friends, and make this an enjoyable Christmas season for the year 2023.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Cop Chat. You've got questions for the police? They're here to give you the answers on WEFM 99.9.
The world has become such a cruel place. Something is wrong with the human race. Preacher man say it's wonders and signs. We are living in the end of times. Where is the love we once used to know? Where is the kindness we used to show? The heart of man is so full of hate. Let's make a change before it's too late. Too much killing, too much blood spilling. Each and every morning, it's weeping and mourning. We've got to stop all the crimes, erase the violence, let our voice be heard. We can't sit in silence. The hope of tomorrow is in no use today. We've got to live in love. Crime and violence don't pay.
All right, so good morning to everyone, and we are back. It is Thursday, it is after 8, so that could only mean one thing. We're starting Cop Chat. All right, and with us in studio today, we have ASP Nigel Butcher, who is, gosh, I'm wearing glasses with the print so fine. 1 second. Divisional Commander of the Southwestern Division, as well as Vernon McDowell. He's a Justice of the Peace, and could I say a community leader as well? Very much so.
Legal
right.
Clerk also.
Say that again.
Closer to the mic, please.
Legal clerk.
Also, right. All right. And joining us virtually should be Mr. Nyron Collis, who is the district coordinator of the Layu Police Youth Club. Ari and I with you as usual. All right. So today's Cop Chat is going to be based on the topic of Love is the Answer, March and Rally Against Crime and Violence. All right. And I noticed Love is the Answer there coming from Beckett's song. And Beckett is a Layu man. All right. So Vernon, okay, so let me allow you to introduce yourself as well as ASP Butcher, and then we'll get into the meat of the discussion.
Okay, the name is Vernon Cooper McDowell from Layu, legal clerk, Justice of the Peace, community activist from Layu, actually. We are here this morning, actually, to do this program, actually, relating to what is happening in Layu, especially. So, good morning to the listening public of WEFM, wherever it is being heard, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the diaspora, and especially to the folks in Layu. I want this message to go out to them loud and clear. You will hear from us later on in the program.
Okay, ASP Butcher.
Good morning, everyone. I am Assistant Superintendent of Police, Nigel Butcher. I hail from Layu. I'm a Layu man.
How are you too?
I am the Divisional Commander for the Southwestern Division. The Southwestern Division stretches from the interior village of Vermont to Belle Isle in the area of the prisons. And all that includes Layu and Barley, Bukuma and Pembroke. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be partnering with, it's a partnership with the committee, the organizers of the March and Rally. It's a holistic approach where we're trying to put a dent on the crime situation in our community. So I'm happy to be here.
Okay. And listeners, just to let you know, or to remind you that this is an interactive program. We are also live on Facebook and YouTube. Should you wish to contribute to the program, you can call and WhatsApp at 457-9997, or you can also leave your comments under the streaming platforms. All right. So, Vernon, tell us where we're here today, or why there's going to be a march and rally tomorrow.
Okay, Roleza. Within the last several weeks, probably last 6 weeks or so, actually, there has been a slate of increased violence in Layo. It ranged from house breaking and things like that, and gun shooting. Actually, within that period, we have lost 3 of our youngsters in Layo, persons under the age of 40, 3 shot and killed in Layo. So, as a member of different organization in Layo, the Beckett Benefit Organization, the Layo 9 Mornings Committee, Layo Cultural and Sports Association, actually, and all these different organizations, we see it fit, actually, and it was mainly Joanna Christopher who brought the idea, man, why can't we organize like a march and rally or procession, something like that, actually, because of what is happening in Layo, actually. All of us are from Layo. Well, Butcher mentioned is from Layo. We are true Layo people. And we just can't sit back and allow something like this to take over Layo, actually. So we decided to put this march and rally together, hoping that it will widen or wake consciousness of and we want to reach out to the poor, so the perpetrators, especially when they see this thing going on, actually, if they could become a part of it and rally up with us, and let we try to wrestle back Layo from what is happening in the community. So we organize this march and rally on Friday, tomorrow.
At what
from
time?
10, from 10 in the morning. The route is from Villax Corner, you assembly at Villax Corner in Layo, make a left over to Rutland Vale, right up on Rutland Vale Road, actually, going up past the Clark Church, that area there. And when you reach up to Swamgut Bridge, we make a right, go over the bridge, back onto the main road at Cashville, and then back down the road, on the main road, actually. So by doing this, we won't humbug the traffic. We take into consideration the traffic, and it's a Friday, that time of the day. We will be accompanied by the Royal Simmons and Grenadines Police Force Band, and also we are putting a live band together to be a part of the procession, actually. We will have different speakers, especially from the church. We target persons within the church to come, and someone will speak, say a prayer like for the community leaders, the children, and other aspects of the society. So we have the church involved in that. And then with the rally at the waterfront, actually following the march, immediately following the march.
Okay, so the rally, the end of the rally, or the main speeches, etc., will take place at the waterfront.
At the waterfront.
Okay,
where
so
the rally will, yeah.
okay, and who has been so apart from the police band, who else will be a part of the march and rally?
Well, with the team we have, there's Love is the Answer, Alston Beckett. They are Dr. Alston Beckett said.
Yes, I should have. Yes.
Yeah, he will be a part of it. Joanna Christopher, she will also be a part of it. We'll have speeches from the top brass of the police force, actually, and hopefully the Prime Minister is supposed to be passing through also. We are having a youngster from the community to bring greetings and things, especially because he relates a lot with the youths, and well, he has that kind of bond, plays football with them and everything like that. So we're anticipating him to bring some greetings, actually, especially to the youngsters. And we want this message especially to go to the youngsters, telling them that there's no hope in these things that they are getting into, actually.
Okay, and would children been asked to participate in these
the school children? We
children?
target also the school children. So the school children will be there. As a matter of fact, I was listening to a parent last night, and she was she going and have her cardboard to do her placard, actually. So you can understand from the school they come in with placards. So we have the government school, the Layo government school, and 2 preschools in the area, actually, should be joining in this march and rally.
Okay. All right, so at this time, we're now joined by Nyron Collis. So, Nyron, I'd allow you the opportunity to introduce yourself to the listeners.
Good morning, good
Remember to
morning.
unmute your mic.
Yes, good morning, good morning.
Go ahead, we're
Go
hearing.
ahead.
Good morning, those who are listening live, WEFM, or to those in the studio, SP Butcher and Mr. McDowell. My name is Nyron Collis. I'm the district coordinator of the Layu Police Youth Club.
Okay, very short. Okay, thank you, Nairon. All right, so before we go over to the police, Nairon, in terms of your participation, your involvement in tomorrow's rally, could you give me or give us a bit of insight in terms of what will be happening from your end, in terms of that direct link with the police youth club?
Okay, the Police Youth Club joined with the community um, in organizing and executing the march and rally tomorrow. Um, we will have I think Mr. McDowell has already gave the route for the match, but the police Yuka will involve. They will also bring remarks and also plea. A plea will come from one of our young members within our youth club, plea to the community and plea also to the persons who are thinking about crime and thinking about violence, to end or stop incidents.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. I think the question that
Also,
everyone would like to know. Oh, okay. I didn't know you were still speaking.
Go ahead, Nairon. Okay, I
All
think
right. Seem to be having some connection
delay.
problems there. Layu is a community known for soccer, fishing, that type of stuff. You hang out at the waterfront. It's a community known for the good vibes. It's as of late. Okay. It's of late that we're hearing about crime, robberies, killings, shootings. And I'm guessing myself and along with the listeners would like to know, what do you think is the source of this in Layu right now?
Well, from a police standpoint, we are charged with the responsibility of policing the community. I cannot give a definitive answers to the cause
Mhm.
or the motive behind these acts. Um, but from what we've been gathering so far, it appears to us that when I say us, the police, there are some youths among us who may have some differences, have a feud among themselves,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, they have chosen the way of violence to settle those differences, resulting in a senseless killing. But to say exactly, to attribute it to a particular reason or motive, we cannot say at this point.
Yeah, 'cause in speaking with some residents of Layu, they would say that residents of Layu know that it's usually the same group of people that are committing these crimes, and I'm pretty sure that will be knowledge passed on to the police. So, what do you have to say in response to that?
Um, we on the ground all the time. We interface and interact with the community. I can only tell you what we the information and the intelligence that we have so far. Um, as you know, I cannot
Go into
go into
details.
details
Yes, yes,
because
yes.
some of these matters are still under investigation.
Hmm.
But as I alluded to before, what we have come to us so far, and as the Mr. McDowell said before, we by and large we're a peaceful community, and we just believe that these are some youngsters who don't know how to resolve their differences. Hence, they're resorting to those unfortunate acts.
Okay. All right. So I didn't necessarily want to stray too much as yet from the match and rally. However, as we're on the topic, if I'm not mistaken, a few years ago, was there a RRUSSU base in the U?
Correct. It is still there.
It's still there.
Very much active.
Okay. Okay. So that is one measure to help to hopefully curtail future incidents.
Yes.
Could we say that?
Yes, you're correct. And when I say we, the regular police, we are working in coordination, in conjunction with the RRU.
Okay.
Presently, in terms of some of the initiatives, since the increase in the violent crimes, we have intensified our patrols. We are more visible on the ground, interfacing and interacting with the public and so forth. And the results are positive. The feedback is very good. So we're working, the RRU is very much a part of it.
So can you say that there has been a decrease in robberies so far, at least?
Generally speaking, yes. Statistically, even though we have those serious crimes of recent times, by and large, generally speaking, there have been a decrease in crimes for the
Okay.
corresponding period in 2022. In 2022, around this time last year, we had 121 reported crimes.
Okay.
For this year, the same period this year so far, we have 112. So there's a slight decrease.
Okay.
Just that we're seeing these
Killings,
these murders
murders.
and the robberies and so on. But we, in terms of the robberies, we have had one increase as opposed compared to last year.
Mm-hmm.
So we had two last year. This year we have seen three.
Okay.
So there isn't a significant increase per se.
All right. So this is for everybody in studio and online this morning. What can residents in Layu or even the wider Vincentian public do or contribute to both the march and any other contributions that we make? What can we do to assist the police and the march? What can we do to help?
Or is the match just for persons in Layu? Would you say that it's just a match for persons in Layu? Right.
Anyone who feel free to be part of it, actually, we send it out as much as possible. Not only in Layu, actually, in the diaspora also.
Come forward.
So people could get involved and in any way they feel free to get involved in, actually, and help us to stop this this thing that there's, well, I won't want to call it a scourge, but help to lessen what is happening in Lagos, especially.
Okay. Naren, if at any time you wish to jump in, you can feel free to do so, okay?
Yes, so I was going to say that it's open to everybody. Also, we are hoping to bring the event live as well on API and VC3. So even those in the diaspora can jump in on the live and put your comments under the live and, be a part, because it's a whole country thing. It's not only Layu yet. The crime is happening in Layu, the rally is happening in Layu, but we have to, as the SB said earlier, we have to join hands together and do it in a holistic manner and an approach. So if you're living in Georgetown and you feel free to join, come down, to help us lift up our community in prayer, you're open to do so.
Okay. And I think I especially like the fact that it's on the waterfront. So the general message is going to be heard by persons who are passing. Now, the thing of it is that we don't necessarily just want for persons to be passing, but you also want a person to stop and listen, right? So it's also a call for person to actually participate. So I do have a question to ask, because the question was posed to me earlier this week, not trying to be too hard hitting or anything, but okay, so apart from the march and rally, right? Because that's just one method of sensitizing the public to let them be aware that we are, as a citizens of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we're not happy with this initiative, etc. We're not happy with the upsurge in crime, violence, etc. that's taking place, not just in the EU, but nationally, right? Apart from the march and rally, what else? I know that ESP Butcher mentioned that the presence of the RRU is a bit more visible given what has been happening over the past couple of weeks. But apart from the march and rally, what more will be done? Because there are some persons like myself who are of the view that, yes, a march and rally is fine, right? It's a first step. but by itself, it's not going to be enough. Yes, you can sensitize persons, you can come out in your numbers to let persons know that you're not happy with what is happening, but there still needs to be a bit more action happening after that. What else will be taking place apart from the march and rally? Would it be disclosed tomorrow, or should we just look forward to other activities that's going to be happening?
Ro, talking from my point of view, the Beckett Benefit Organization, of which I am a part of actually, 2 days ago I had a meeting in Layo. And well, this is a born in topic, crime in Layo actually. So we take a decision actually that early in the new year we want to start a discussion. We want to have a town hall meeting where we'll invite the representative, maybe somebody from the police force, to have a discussion. Come and sit. We have a town hall meeting, and people will show their ideas and everything like that, actually, of how we should proceed with tackling this rate of crime, actually, and these fatalities, actually. Got 3 in Layo within a period of probably 6 weeks, actually. Murders, that is plenty. And before that, we have, as I said earlier, we had some break-ins and things into house, actually. But since the police are more prevalent on the ground, actually, we haven't heard of any breaking in and anything like that, actually, within the last 3 or so weeks, actually. So that seems as if it's subsided. But yes, at that town hall meeting, we want people to throw out the ideas and things that we can do to help Layo, actually.
Remind me when this meeting is? The town hall?
The town hall, we slated for around mid-January, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, next year.
Well, that's still a ways off.
Yes, right. Yeah.
I'm sure everyone here should have been familiar with this story in Searchlight on Tuesday. So the headline is Layo shootings have residents unsettled. So I'm going to read a bit of it. It says on Monday, a resident of Layo who said he would normally identify himself when speaking to reporters. When speaking to reporters, told Searchlight at this time he would not identify himself as he believed the situation in his community is out of control and he does not know who to trust. He told Searchlight that after Tambu Patrick, the Layo resident, that was shot and killed on Sunday, November 5th, Leon and 2 other family members were detained by police for questioning but later released. Person said that on the night Tambu was killed, 2 gunmen approached him and ended his life and may have driven away in a car that was parked close to the crime scene. I'm quoting someone here. I'm guessing this source in Searchlight said Leon's name was being mentioned in several incidents, not just from this year, but from years ago. He said that the killings may have been in retaliation for Tambu's murder, same as persons were claiming that Tambu's death came as retaliation for the death of Smoke, whose real name is Delano Kyle or Connie Patrick. Despite having been questioned by police on more than one occasion, Games has never been charged with a criminal offense. They just went on to speak more about the killings that happened in the Layo Bokoment area. And yeah, so it brought the homicide number in St. Vincent and Grenadines to 48. I think we're at 49 now. But what does anyone on the panel have anything to say in relation to that? Because this is now, and I could tell you that there are a lot of residents who are unsettled with the rising crime of recent weeks.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of people who are
come forward, please.
Sorry. Quite a lot of people who are unsettled because, for instance, I leave home yesterday morning, just around 5 o'clock, take my little walk up to Horn Corner. And normally you come out them time, you meet people on the street and things
Layo
like
people
that.
always
on the
in
street.
street,
Like,
always.
So you can see there's a fear in some persons had actually to come out certain times actually. But as Butcher mentioned earlier on, the police they are on the ground, they are doing what but he can probably speak more to that aspect of it actually.
Yeah, quite naturally, yeah, some persons will be concerned and will be fearful. We cannot shy away from that. But my I personally have led the way in terms of my division. There's a need to reassure people that the police is there and we are doing what we can. I have personally visited the victims of the recent crimes. I headed a party of officers. I sat with them, empathized with them, and reassured them that the police are doing the best what we can. Um, but we cannot get away from the fact that persons will be a bit of fear. The young man that you mentioned there, Mr. Gaines, he got into some problems with the police just a few days before his death, and he was detained at the police station. And when I got the information, I went there, I sat with him, counseled him, give him some advice and so on, and then I discharged him. Unfortunately, a few days after that, he met his death. But prior to that, that same gentleman was brought to my home by a prominent citizen in the area a few months before for some assistance for him. And I readily rendered the assistance and at the same time give him some advice because his name was in fact being called in some criminal activities in the area.
Okay.
So that is what we are aiming for. Though. Police, we're not all about, we don't want to see it as all about, as the word force says, it's not about arresting and charge. We want to communicate and conversate and show the other side of police. At the funeral for the Patrick, I attended the funeral and I saw a group of about 15 to 20 young men assemble in one area. And I went over to them and engaged them, speak to them and tell them, listen, one of them said to me, I'm referred to come in Layos Nai. Now you have to take back Layu. And I was happy to hear that. So I said you need to be a leader in that regard and spread that message to your colleagues. So we believe in communicating and in counseling and that's the way, especially the young minds. They are the ones who are involved in the crimes.
All right. So we have a call at this time. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Would they be able to deal with the driver's license part of the police system today on this program?
What? Repeat that for me, please.
Driver's license, issues of driver's license. Would you be able to deal with that today?
No. No. The focus of our conversation this morning is in relation to the rally that is taking place in Layu tomorrow, right? In relation to the spate of criminal activity that's been happening.
Another program there.
Another program, yes.
Yes.
All right, another police program. All right,
Okay.
bye-bye.
Bye.
So I'd like to read a short paragraph here from the same article. The same Lee resident on Monday told Searchlight that a lot of talk is circulating in the community and people are entertaining the idea that entities outside of Layu are responsible for hiring entities in Layu to commit crimes and on fellow villagers, and that is responsible for the upsurge in crime that has the community on edge. So the story spoke about the killings in Bokument and the relationship the guys who have died had. The guy who was shot at the Sanders Resort from Otley Hall and others. So I don't know if you have anything that you'd like to say in relation to that.
We, the police, we have also heard remarks in that regard. We cannot confirm or deny. It's possible that there may have been some outside influence. We do not know for sure. But we continue to do what we have to do. The young people, they are our target. They are the ones, as I said before, who are committing the crimes. The initiative is we are partnering with the organizers, Mr. Matwell and his team. but it's a broad initiative by the police force. As you know, recently we had the walk through in Diamond. I think on the weekend, the Ban Against Crime committee have an activity in Park Hill. So we are happy to be a part of it. And we got to continue to be a part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to bring it back a bit to the youth, right? Nairon. So we see that a lot of these activities have been happening among the youth, right? They have been the targets, maybe the perpetrators as well. Um, from the vantage point of the Police Youth Club, let us know a little bit more about what the Police Youth Club actually does in Layu. What is the age range of the persons within this youth club? What is actually being said to them in terms of deterring or steering them away from a life of crime and violence? And then, Vernon, I would get
Okay.
from you from the community standpoint, the community group standpoint. So, Nairon?
Okay, so on roll right now we have 58 members of the Layer Police U Club. Age varies from 8 to we have up to 23 for with the age range of course within the Police U Club. We at the Police U Club we take part in community activities. We partner with the community in different activities. For example, for the Independence Gone, we take part in the beautification of the waterfront. We partner with Nature Care, plant new trees, um, install new benches, and also refurbish new pots, flower spots on the waterfront. Also, we take part in sporting activities with the community, where we go about on the hard court or on the park and do sporting activities. And we have seen persons join the youth club by these activities also. Before the upsurge of crime within Layu, we had sessions from different parts of the organization, from human trafficking, from sexual unit and so forth. So we always, from a time to time, we always brought in persons to speak to our young people on different issues. Also going forward, now it's exam, so we kind of downscale it a bit because we have to make the youths focus on the exam. But after the exam, we're going to roll out back more new initiative that could bring more persons, bring more young people to the Police Youth Club. Because as you said, Samuel, that a lot of these activities are happening among our young people. So we have to change those at the early age. So coming up for December, we're going to have a lot of new initiative and new rollout program get our youths back on track, and those who are going down the road, as SB said, we can't see this as locking up and punishing and so forth, but also have an interaction and also communicating, because a lot of our young people are burning inside, and sometimes we say, leave he rude, he not good for nothing, he not good for nothing, instead of we go out and give them a hand and say, bro, sis, what's going on? How can we help? How can we be of assistance? Because sometimes some of these young people just need someone to talk to. And with the Police U Club, and along with the under the leadership of the Divisional Commander ASP Butcher, we're going to go back out to the community and we're going to target those young people and get them back on track. So
Okay, very good.
that is
Mhm.
yes, please.
Okay. And Vernon, from the community standpoint, because you're involved in a number of community organizations. So, from a community standpoint, what activities or initiatives are there or will be done to bring back that sense of community spirit to Layu?
Ro, what I have observed before September or early October this year, actually between August and September, we had soccer tournament, inter-village football tournament in Lay, which was very, very well run and well participated in by different villages in Layo, actually. And between that period, we did not heard of any breaking, killing, and anything like that. I must say though, the Layo Culture and Sports Association is not functioning as it should. So our intention is to get those persons involved in the organization. Let us get back sports on a holistic view, actually. Get everybody participated, be it football, netball, basketball, volleyball. We have the playing field, we have the hard court. And we notice what does happen sometimes. Some of these guys, we call them the bad guys and things like that, they will participate in a tournament, actually. So if probably we have these guys coming to a football game or spending time on the football field, when they go back home, they're tired, they don't have enough time to.
Or even in
get
a
them
way,
back.
they could be coaches
Coaches.
to the younger ones. Right.
Yeah, so we intend to probably try to see if we can get sports back up on a holistic way, because as the gentleman said, Shah said earlier on, Lay is known for sporting activities and things like that. A lot of sporting heroes came out of Lay. So we just can't sit back actually and just allow this thing to go down the road like that.
Right.
The community is relying on persons like me and other persons to put our hands together and see if we can help this thing actually. So I am there, I am always there, so I'll do my utmost best because it burns me when I hear these things coming out of Lay.
And hear the uni news like this,
for the wrong
right?
thing. I brag so much about Jacksonville and everything. I there every morning swimming, you know. So I want to go back and track and brag about, okay, we have this, we that, etc. So,
And the thing of it is that there are activities for both young persons as well as older persons within the community. So everybody should find something to be engaged in.
because as you mentioned, the older persons, we're thinking about organizing like domino games, Pedro games. So on evenings that you could go by this shop, sit down and have some games. So those are the things that we're trying to see if we get the organization up and running again, actually.
Okay. All right. So just to read two comments here, Joshua says a very small percentage of society are violators, law-abiding. Majority, we must stamp out the other persons. And another person commented, the police youth club is a very good idea because it will mold our youths from keeping them from criminal activities, right? So yes. Yeah. All right. So we are going to wrap up as this program ends in a little bit. So I just want to give you guys the final word in terms of to get persons to come out to the match and rally tomorrow, right? Nairon, since you're virtual, we give you first preference.
So I'm inviting everyone from Layo and also surrounding areas to come out tomorrow, join us at the waterfront where we start at Villoxcon at 10 a.m. to our match. I'm asking everybody to come out, wear your white, and let's lift up our community in prayer. Let Jesus continue and let Jesus be the center of our community and also most importantly our lives. So if you're not working tomorrow, if you have a day off and you don't know when to take it, I'm asking you to take your day off tomorrow and come and join us in your white at 10 a.m. tomorrow as we march through the streets of Layo, spreading the gospel and also pray, because in everything we need the intervention of God within our community.
Okay, thanks, Nairon. And Vernon?
Yes, just want to follow up with Nairon. I want to invite, encourage the entire Layo community, especially because this thing is taken in Layo, and it will be so not nice if you don't have lay persons coming out to be a part of it. So I want the entire communities, different areas in Lay to come out and support this. Also different areas, feel free to come on board, join us. Let's rally to stop the scourge of violence that is happening in our community. And it's not only Lay alone have this problem, island-wide. So we want persons to come on board, join us. Wear something white, especially a white top tomorrow, and be a part, represented tomorrow.
And the white, and why what this in the first of the white is for what? To represent what?
white
Peace. It's
peace.
peace,
Yeah.
right?
So we call it like a peace,
Peace rally. Mhm.
and love is the answer, is the key. So we want you to come out and give us your full cooperation and support to this march and rally tomorrow.
Okay. And the SP Butcher, final words?
Yes, I want to join the previous speakers and appeal to the general public to come forward and be a part of the march and rally. It's very important to let us take back Layu. We know where Layu came from. From a police standpoint, I'm appealing to the public. It is virtually impossible for us to effectively do our job without the support of the public. So we are appealing to them to continue to give us that support. I've been on the ground and some persons have expressed concerns about speaking to the police as it relates to confidentiality. But rest assured, once you come to us, or you come to me personally, that information will be dealt with the strictest respect, regards for confidence. So let us continue to work together to take back Layu and to make Layu what it used to be in the past. Very loving and peaceful community.
All right, the time is now 9 o'clock. We're at the end of the cop chat for today. I'd just like to say briefly that I really do hope that persons take this message today and they show up tomorrow in the numbers. And oh gosh, it's Christmas time. We shouldn't be killing and robbing anybody at any point, but it's Christmas. Please, please, please give the community an ease up. Relatives coming home to spend time.
The country.
Not just to let you, the communities in general. People coming home to spend time with their children from overseas, their family from overseas. They just want peace. They just want to be surrounded with love. Please, please put the bad man things aside. Put the stealing, the robberies, the burglaries, put them all aside this Christmas. Please, I'm urging you. If you can hear this, please, 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 please stop this.
All right. So Vernon, SP Butcher, and Naren, we thank you guys very much for being a part of today's program, and we wish you every success with tomorrow's initiative and the initiatives to come in the future as well. So thank you for being a part of today's
Thanks
Cop
for having
Chat.
us also.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for having
All right,
us
take
as
care.
well.
All right, thanks, Naren.
WEFM.